Hi there. Let's chat about collecting and analyzing field data within a GIS environment. Not so much the how-tos, but why they're important. Maybe a little bit of the how-tos. So many map, image, video, and data sources exist these days, along with GIS tools, that it is tempting to think that we can maybe get by without doing any real field work. In other words, can we do everything in the lab? Can we do everything in a room like this? Coupled with that, these days, educational funding is constrained, right? Fieldwork involves high costs, tons of paperwork and permissions, effort. These technological resources are extremely welcome. As I mentioned, multimedia, GIS, and so on. And so they're valued as virtual field trip substitutes. But are they truly substitutes for getting out in the field? We on the ESRI education team work closely with the educational community to promote active fieldwork. Our collaboration with National Geographic, for example, each year on Geography Awareness Week promotion is just one example. And in 2011, the theme was getting out in your community, doing fieldwork, etc. We have collaborated with the American Geosciences Institute on Earth Sciences Week for years also, and with those promoting No Child Left Inside initiatives. We make use of the resources from the Place-Based Education Initiative, and we promote the use of probes, GPS, and even smartphones to gather primary data to map and analyze within a GIS environment. Watch my video, for example, to examine why fieldwork is important. I think you'll enjoy it. It's in a variety of settings, and what my goal was on that video was to show how fieldwork can be done and why it's important. Dr. Herb Broda's book, Schoolyard Enhanced Learning, provides excellent ideas on how to get out onto your own school grounds. Let's say you can't go out into the field with your students, your primary, secondary, or university students. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's too many permissions involved, you just can't get out in the field, there's the high costs, etc. Maybe your students are online. So what do? There's lots of things you can do. So what I'm saying is that field work is important, but also analyzing your field data within the lab setting, within a GIS environment, is also important. Now, one activity out of many that incorporates these elements is called Get Outside with GPS. In that activity, I use key science, math, and geography content standards in a series of 22 questions to get students, for example, racing to see who can log the fastest speed with GPS, who can find virtual geocaches, who can most quickly calculate the Earth's circumference, how long it would take to walk around the Earth from one's current location, calculating sunrise and sunset times based on the current latitude and the current time of year. So there is no shortage of things on which to collect data on in your local community. And think about that. pH and conductivity in streams and ponds, tree height and tree species, the litter type, the litter quantity, building ages and conditions, or something else entirely. Social zones on your campus. Create a spreadsheet in text, CSV, or Excel format and map it inside ArcGIS Desktop or ArcGIS Online. Hyperlink images, text, and videos that you create at each of these points out in the field, or sketches that you scan in and hyperlink. Save your maps, share them, and analyze patterns. How does water quality, for example, compare between local streams and lakes, or at different times of the year? How does tree height and tree species vary across a mountainside or a hillside, on the north-facing slopes versus the south-facing slopes, for example? What is the distribution of litter or graffiti in your community? Now, equally important as the what and how questions are the why questions. The spatial perspective and GIS represent a powerful framework and toolkit in which to examine your local community through your own locally collected data. So, let me ask you a question. How can you incorporate fieldwork, spatial analysis, and GIS so that you are making every day of the year one of geography awareness? You can make every day of the year GIS Day.